Hey guys, it's Robin. Thanks for tuning in. So, I figured I would start off by talking a little bit about the Avengers because I haven't really talked about it yet. I'm not going to do a big long review. I'm going to say that I absolutely loved it. It's got a lot of my favorite superheroes in. It's got Joss Whedon directing. And ultimately, I think the local comic book guy around here said it best. They did a movie that was for comic book fans, but could also be enjoyed by the general public. And I think that's why we're seeing a film that's now up to over $1.5 billion grossing. What I want to talk about was actually the little scene at the end of the film after the first part of the credits. If you haven't seen it yet, spoilers, maybe you want to just pause for like 45 seconds. In it, we get to see Thanos. Those of you who are not familiar with Thanos, it's taken from the Greek word for death. He is essentially a titan born of like Kratos and some god-like races on the moon Titan in Saturn, and he possesses essentially unlimited power. I mean, once he has the infinite gauntlet, he's omnipresent, he's omnipotent, he can travel in time, he's super strong, he's one of the most intelligent beings in the universe, telekinesis, everything, you name it. What I really like, though, about it is the way they worded it, the way they kind of let up in the little scene. The little guy, the guy, servant guy, whatever, he says to challenge them is to court death. Now, an average person might hear that and be like, this is a deterrent. Why would I ever want to court death? That's not really my thing. For Thanos, that is like an aphrodisiac. He loves death. He essentially married the living embodiment of death, the death spirit. So when he says, to court death, I mean, that's not a turn at all. Thanos wants that. And it was worded so well. And just that little smile that they had Thanos do after is just fantastic. In fact, he loves death so much that he actually cursed Deadpool with immortality because he thought Deadpool also was courting death and loved death and wanted death essentially. Really think that was done excellently. Initially, Thanos was first appeared in an Iron Man comic, so possibly Thanos will be in Iron Man 3, although that's not what I've heard. So maybe he'll be in Avengers. I don't know. Maybe they'll kind of lead up to it, like Thor will have to do something in his movie related to Thanos and his group, and maybe Iron Man will. Whatever, we'll have to see about that. But overall, really like that, and looking forward to see where they go with that kind of angle. Uh, Last summer, you might remember, I did a series on favorite superheroes and favorite super villains. It took me 8 or 9 weeks to do that. I think I'm going to do another series this summer. This one's going to be on something a little bit different. There's a kind of a stereotype going around out there that geek culture is all about guys. It's guys playing video games in their parents' basement, playing D&D, discussing comic book issues at their local comic book store, whatever. And I think that is slowly, but also at the same time rapidly, uh, breaking down. And I think women are getting more and more into the geek culture. So for the next 10 weeks or so, essentially till the end of August, I'm going to be looking at 10 different geek women who are in a variety of things involved in YouTube, comic books, video games, acting, science type stuff, all those sort of things. These are women who have either contributed strongly to the kind of the geek culture, or are they themselves embodiments of the geek culture. And as a plus for all you guys out there, they are all very attractive females. So definitely look forward to that, and I will be starting that one next week. All right, last and certainly not least, I need to answer my question from last week. And the question was, what is your favorite game franchise for Blizzard? So are you a Diablo fan, a Warcraft fan, or a StarCraft fan? On the blog, I believe StarCraft was winning the poll. And gotta admit, I agree with you guys. I am also a biggest fan of those three is StarCraft. StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1 was really good. One of my favorite parts about it was all the variety of what they call at the time was used map settings or custom games. I mean, you could simulate Civil Wars and World War II, and there was tower defenses, and there was the old like mass the guys in the middle and try to destroy your enemy's base, and so many good custom maps there. That was one of the reasons why I really like StarCraft 1. StarCraft 2, just the gaming community around it, all the pros, the tournaments, the casters. And again, just the look and the strategy of it. And although those only three races, they balance each other off really good, and there's lots of good counters, lots of thinking and strategic elements to it. So yeah, StarCraft's my favorite of those three franchises. All right, well, until next week, so say we all.